Hi guys, Dorota International, nail artist and educator here, and I'm in with Rush. We are kind of doing the rebalance procedure. I already removed her color because she had to, like, we went on like a really long time in between appointments, and someone was quite busy. Now it did calm down, which is also a good time for me to press that play button. So I did remove the gel polish she had on and a tiny bit of old product. Now I'm just searching for any shiny places. She did get her thumb redone with the acrylic, which she actually really didn't like. And she asked me to remove it completely, but actually what I did is I removed any lifting from those places, and I'm gonna keep it because it's intact. So actually she better off keep it rather than remove it right down to the natural nails. And yes, I can fill the acrylic with the fiber gel, and this is gonna be absolutely fine. The only thing, guys, like when you doing the rebalance on an acrylic, make sure you do scratch the surface properly. Like if acrylics files much harder than the gel, so with the gel you create quite a lot of scratches, while with the acrylic you wouldn't. So like I quite like to swap my file into 100 grit and give it those couple extra scratches just to make sure the surface is really nicely scratched. Okay, once this part is done, I'm just gonna grab the cuticle pusher and push back her cuticles. So nice and gentle push. You can see still in a camera view, there we are. Gosh, I can't remember someone being actually this quiet. Yeah. So weird. It's probably not gonna last a long time, you know. It comes in waves, like it's a bit quiet and then like boom, everything comes in at the same time, like phone calls, like other clients in, and parcels, everything. So there we are, that's them nicely pushed in. And then I'm gonna use the cuticle bit just to clean up the cuticle, nice and low speed. Do it on the one side first. Everything from the nail plate needs to be gone. Nice and gentle. And Rashi has a very soft skin. So I actually had a question regarding the cuticle work. So I tend to kind of judge by the client's skin. Like, so some of my clients, if you watch some previous video, I kind of mentioned it, that they are clients from the Europe, like, or like Poland, and from Russia, from Latvia. Those girls have really sturdy nail folds, like a different type of the skin. I can go and I can do so excessive work with their cuticles. Like I can do this e-file, I can trim like on huge pieces of the meat where you could actually cook a soup on it. And then I would take a bowl and I would like exfoliate the entire nail fold. And there is so much work which can be done with those type of cuticles. Now, Rashi got like, you can even see it on her skin, like it's so soft, like on baby skin. So with her, I have to be very careful, and so does I need to be very careful with most of my Scottish clients. Like their skin is completely different, so I wouldn't do too excessive work on them. Now I'm just gonna remove this dust and then trim the cuticle. Again, just a little bit. So the reason for me to remove only what is really necessary is the fact that we are gonna do filing, we are gonna apply lots of product, and we are gonna have some inhibition layer, and I don't want to have this part overdone. No, that was a nice piece, because when it's overdone, you kind of exposing a client to all those nail products, like entering skin which is overdone. And it is absolutely safe to remove any cuticle which is on the nail plate. The dry cuticle which I'm trimming right now, and this is absolutely safe to be removed as well. The problem starts is when, so that's the cuticle done, and yes, I could maybe e-file a little bit more in here. The problem starts is when we starting doing excessive work on an actual nail fold, because that's where the living tissue is. And yes, we can exfoliate it a little bit, like, you know, even if you would exfoliate your face, even if you would do like a microdermabrasion, we can use the e-file to exfoliate these parts. But you need to find like a happy medium. So I do it just a little bit for my clients, but all my clients are educated, so they know that first of all they need to apply the cuticle oil after the treatment, because it needs to help to heal those places, like rebuild, like, you know, it takes some time. Same like if you would get like treatment on the other parts of your body, you wouldn't touch it with the dirty fingers, like when we're doing some sort of like bigger exfoliation or dermabrasion. And they are warned on that. If I see I've got like a younger girl and I am doubt about like her, gosh, I don't want to say it badly, like maybe not even a hygiene, but like, and adults don't play that much like in a sand in school, like and then when you've got those teenager girl, like, you know, 16-17-year-old, like their life is much more active and they're putting their hands, they would go swimming pool, they would do different things. And imagine having like a quite excessive manicure and then go to the swimming pool straight away, like, you know, getting your nails done. That would be almost like a screaming for disasters, because all the germs and everything can enter this tissue, even if you don't see anything like bleeding, because we have done quite excessive work. They are more prone for those infections. So please keep that in mind if you kind of doing those kind of excessive work. And I also find it quite often things looks much worse when we dehydrate, because I do really dehydrate, and like her skin is gonna go, even on the fingers would go like really white and dry and make the things look really ugly. But once we remove the dust and we clean, I even don't apply cuticle oil like straight away. I kind of clean it with the wipe to check how the things look. And it's nice and even. It's not that bad. I just remove the dust and fluff particles and they are ready for a nail prep. So an extra nail prep which dehydrates the nail plate again, and then we are gonna use an universal air bond. Also I can actually show you guys as well, because I can see it probably on the thumb. Maybe. Yes, look how white her, it's so slightly, I cannot almost see it. Look how white her nails are in here. And look at those yellow shade-ish on this acrylic. The reason for it is happening because they used clear. Did they?
Yeah.
Or pink?
It was slightly pink.
Was it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Or clear? Or pink? You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, I would suspect, okay, maybe it was, but not enough pink. And I find it like, the reason why I'm using the milky pink in the fiber gel in a milky pink shade, in a pot it looks quite intense and pink, but on the actual nail it looks almost clear. Yeah. And it gives us nice and healthy look to the nail beds, while clear gel, clear acrylic over time has this yellow hint to it, so I do not like to use clear. Okay, I usually go for those milky pink shades, and I find that they are fantastic for getting like a nice and healthy looking nail beds. Thank you, Rashi. I need to give like her a sticker for being the best client. Yes, you earn your sticker. Okay, so I've got my gel brush and I usually store it in a drawer with a tiny bit of product on it, so I need to just kind of remove the excess from it. Then pick up a small scoop of it on my brush and pressing it really nice and hard into a nail bed. Like nice and hard press. Capping the free edge. And do it on all 5 nails. Press it really hard. Also, I can already feel the pinky. So I'm just picking up a small scoop of the product and rebuild my apex, which is gonna be miniature, I would say, because they are natural nails, so they don't need as much of the support. We want it really nice and thin when cook it. And then repeat the process in here. So Rashi also mentioned that she was feeling very sore and uncomfy while getting this nail done, and she could feel it like very burning. Which was quite confusing to me, because like at the same, like I would say usually it's a gel which burns when we put it inside the lamp, like when it's applied quite thickly, the reaction happens like, and you can feel the heat spike, but I think on her nails she had acrylics, because I could feel the smell of it, so I can always like notice the smell of the matte acrylic. And what I personally think was happening with her nails was that the gel takes instant to cure. Sorry guys, I need to just concentrate on this nail, my brain is slow today. Cook it, change. Yeah, so the acrylic is, so gel is instant. At the time when we cure it in a lamp, it's cooked and that's it. That's why sometimes client can feel this heat spike during this procedure. And then when we're doing acrylics can take like 24, 48 hours to fully polymerize. And people can sometimes feel those almost like a heat as well, and a tightening of the nail plate when the acrylic is fully polymerizing. And I think that's what Rashi experienced. Now here we are building those apex on this one as well, and that's a tricky nail because the smile line isn't even, so I have to always watch it to file it evenly. Change. I did it one because on the middle finger I'm missing a little bit more product, and if I would apply it thick, she could feel the heat spike, and after her trauma I want to save her that. So I'm gonna do the middle finger in 2 layers, because you can hear her beeping, which means she is petrified now, like probably after the bad experience she had it, which is a shame because she never experienced it here. Change. Okay, so to make the Rashi's appointment nice and pleasant, I have applied nice and thin layer on this one and leave it alone, because the thin layer is not gonna cause a heat spike. Okay, I will go back and redo the apex at the later stage. And the gel is really nice and watery consistency, actually quite nice and self-leveling, which will save me lots of filing. Change. You can also see the growth on her nails, like because it was up to here, like half of her nail plate. Yeah. So we did shorten them like crazy as well.
That's good.
Yeah, very good. Like I think it's a much better, safer length, especially in the summer months when you're so busy as well yourself. Yeah. Change. Okay, so I'm gonna do it on both nails, because I don't need to build up this high apex on this one, because I already done a couple layers. So I can do it here, nice thin slip layer, and then build up my apex. I'm gonna do it very in the middle. So I'm usually trying to save the time, and what I need to do it is I need to do it in the middle, a little bit more to the right side. Okay, this is me working in a salon. And then I can easily do it also on the thumb, a little bit more to the left side.
Oh, so that one.
Yes, so I'm taking in consideration, but by the time the Rashi puts her hand inside the lamp, this gel is gonna run into the place, and you can see it, this one is start self-leveling as well. Change. This is such a huge time saver. Depending on the amount of the clients I've got through the day, like so with the gel you're almost learning the product every day depending on the temperatures, and I had quite a lot of lash clients today. But if I would have like one after another for the nails, I would find my sweet point by doing maybe 1 or 2 clients, and on the third client I can really work out my distance when applying the product, like on the thumbs or on the other fingers, because I know how they behaved the previous time, if that makes sense. Cook them properly 60 seconds. Okay, brilliant, that's them cured. So I'm just gonna remove the inhibition layer, UV cleanser. And when you're removing the inhibition layer, like make sure you kind of wipe it down and you even change the wipe. So I tend to quite often grab another one and just removed everything. Do the same on the other hand. And then I show you the shaping, and then in the meantime we will decide with Rashi what she wants to go for.
As usual.
As usual, she's changing her mind like 10 times.
I'm not changing my mind.
Okay, she's
There's
not...
so many options.
Too many options. So we're planning to do something with the blooming gel. But we don't know yet 100% what. Okay, I'm just gonna re-scratch the file so I can file a bit faster. Nice and straight, nice and straight. Doesn't matter what shape we are filing, those need to equal each other. And actually shaping is gonna be so super fast for them because the gel did self-level so nicely. Yes, they look nice like this, just like that as well. Clean girl look. Rashi is checking how they look. Re-inspection. The wonky one. Okay, so I have to watch it because my file automatically can go deeper in here than it does in here. So always watch for those kind of things. Nice and gentle. So they are kind of like an almond-ish shape. I say ish because they are, we did shorten it them. So like for like a really nice almond, we would need maybe a little bit longer length. But this is in between rounded and an almond shape. This one is so wide, so we need to make it look slimmer. And what I did is like I file it a little bit from underneath to lift it up. I have tapered it, the free edge, and then I'm blending. So I would normally do it so slightly different. I would blend straight away around the cuticle area. But I'm gonna do it at the end just because my files feel still too sharp for going around those cuticle area. I have to be too gentle like with Rashi. She's laughing. So I'm just really reshaping, removing the bulk, and then I will go around the cuticle area on all of them. Okay, this is kind of safe filing and it saves me so much time rather than slowing down. Okay, so I can file quite fast. I mean, ish fast because I'm still very careful with Rashi. Look how I'm peeling her nail folds down, just to don't catch it by accident. Your red gel polish is still blowing out.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing.
Oh. That's why so I just noticed like there's a still tiny bit of dust flying everywhere. And this is a thing which I keep repeating to you guys as well, like please like clean your entire desk before you start painting the final top coat, because otherwise the dust particles are still flying in the air and they will land in your top coat, like giving you a not nice finish. And then I have to debulk this nail. Debulk.
Like,
Debulk, like
yeah.
bulky.
Okay.
Debulk, not make bulky.
Okay, so you're gonna like thin it.
Thin it out, yeah. What have you thinking of, like what that's mean?
No. I was just,
Curious.
yeah.
Okay. It was quite bulky,
No.
too thick. Okay, now I can go around the cuticle area. So like up on the cuticle area, down the way. I keep swapping my file. You probably don't see it in the camera, but I'm keep flicking it in my hands because this side is much more gentle.
How do you understand that?
Huh?
How do you understand that?
How do you understand that?
Yeah.
So see, this side is very rough. It's 100 grit. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can also see it.
Yeah.
And then this side is 180. It's much smoother. Okay, and basically what this means is, I'm gonna draw you a picture, guys. And Ashi is always asking so many questions.
I'm giving you more information.
Yes, she's getting a free training. Okay, so this will be our grit, and this is 180 grit. Okay, that's mean we've got 100 balls in here. So they are quite big, yeah? And we've got 180 in here. Which mean they are so small and fine.
That's why they're smooth.
That's why it's smoother. Okay, so the lower the number, the rougher the surfaces, because we've got lower amount of those rough balls texture. Okay.
Back to work.
Back to work. Let's back to work. Any more questions?
No, I'm gonna shut my mouth now.
No, it's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to.
I'm gonna stay here till 6 o'clock again.
No, no. I've got Olivia actually wants to. She messaged me yesterday because it was Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she wants to take Patrick for a dinner, and I get out for a dinner as well with them. So, but when it was Mother's Day, she took only me, so I get a double bonus. No, she's so cute and so nice. Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm really carefully to don't use the 100 grit side like around Rashi's cuticle. We are gonna take too long today with filing. But I think it's a pretty simple and fast set. Rashi wants it anyway for a change.
For a change.
Okay, now we are gonna grab the gray buffer, which is 100 by 180 as well, guys. Then you can feel the difference.
Oh yes.
Yes. So I'm just buffing surface. Anyway, I'm gonna show you like on 1 or 2 nails and do the rest on my own and then show you the next step. So I do touch up even my free edge with this buffer, because I wanted it to be super smooth. Like I kind of push back my cuticles as well so I can go around too, but now it is gonna be safe. First of all, I'm not gonna do any more filing, so I can remove it again, and I can exfoliate the nail fold with a wee ball. So right in the middle I can file a little bit faster. And I find that actually by buffing those free edge, we making it even nicer, like kind of almost perfecting it. And then perfecting the cuticle area. And look what I'm doing is like, so instead of going with like a tools, like a spike, like and lifting this nail fold, I tend to, if you go and watch back like videos from the past even, I didn't actually mention it, but do you remember this movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep doing it a lot. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of detaching, no, yes. I'm trying to help the cuticle to come off from the nail plate, but in more delicate way, without of like harsh tools or like cuticle beads, which is like really kind of filing and separating this place. So I kind of do it only to the natural way the nail folds allows me to do, and then that's why I can do the cuticles also a second time, just before applying the nail art or a gel polish. Okay, I love that kind of I love that kind of movement always. And then the product, like I find it also when we're doing like manicure, if your product isn't blended properly in here, it is extremely difficult to apply the gel polish nice and neat, because you've got uneven surface there, and it is really showing up. So like you want this area to be nice and smooth with no jumps, because then you can apply the product nice and neat. And you also don't see the growth as much as well, because it's so flat that it lets you go longer in between the appointments without of showing that much. Okay, I'm just gonna do it quickly, that on the other hand, and then come back to you with the next step. Okay, that's them all buffed, so they're ready for the next step. And what I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna grab my cuticle nipper again and just go over the bits and pieces which jumps out, like which kind of show up. And then I can use a wee ball to exfoliate it again. And this is a part which was previously more attached, so I couldn't catch it, but because I have been kind of pushing it so many times with the buffer, with my finger, those bits kind of unattached. Grab the bowl. Again, very low speed. You're better off going like a couple of times than do it on too fast speed. And then I can exfoliate the nail fold. Always when I'm doing this part as well, I'm kind of asking my clients to let me know if at any part they would feel hot. So Rashi, if you would feel it hot, please let me know. And look what I did. This part was still attached. Oh, this part was still attached, so I have kind of pushed it back one more time. Give it a rest because that was too many moves on the one side. So this way I'm kind of preventing those heat spike. Same like when I'm removing the product, I wouldn't file too long in a one spot. Because it's obviously we are just filing the skin now. And to make it look really nice, what you could do is you could actually use this wee ball with the cuticle oil. That will work magic. The only trouble is we do not want any oils before we paint the design. So I do it dry. And I find it also this way I can do a little bit more than if I wouldn't, if I would do it before. So before, like I would be risking like going with the file too many times in the same area. Also like all those gel products, inhibition layer, universal air bond and everything touching so close. And now once all the filing is done, I can kind of play with it a little bit longer. And I love it because this part is also changing the shape of the nail fold around the cuticle area, so it becomes more open. Brilliant. Blue scrub to dehydrate it again, clean everything, all the dust going away. And I like to clean it that way, so the things will look better for a second and then they will look even worse before they look final like look. And this way I can also re-inspect them as well just before painting the design. Clean it, everything off, all those dust particles. Perfect. Blooming gel. Yoo-hoo! So we are gonna do it one nail at a time because the blooming gel kind of spreads and I want to do it kind of nicely. Another thing is what you want to watch is do not apply the blooming gel too close to the cuticle area because it is gonna spread in there. So I usually apply it more into the middle, and then we are gonna grab white gel polish and do the design. So 173 is our white. And then let's do the design. So we've got a few choices of doing that design. You could use the D-liner brush and just paint like a dots or lines or whatever you want. And oh gosh, keep ripping off my gloves. So I'm just gonna go and do it like a wee, almost a dot, but more of a line shape. And then another row of it. Wait for it to spread. And then when you're satisfied, just cook it. So tell me when you're satisfied.
This sounds so wrong.
I think we are just about. And then on this one, we would do it only at the free edge.
Just like the French.
Ish, yeah. Or we can do dot-wise.
Okay.
Yeah, like as I show you on the other hand. Rashi never cannot decide.
I can decide.
No, she can't. Or we could just do it dots.
Can we just do like one line? Yeah.
Just one line of dots.
No, just like that.
Just like that. So one line of dots and two dots. Okay, one line of dots and dots, yeah?
Shall we? Yeah, because I don't want it to cover the whole
Nail.
nail. Because like you said, like
More to the side.
more to this
Perfect. Cook this one then. Okay, we are gonna wipe this one away quickly. Quickly.
This is a task
Yes.
for to wait.
Because the blooming gel is like spreading the product. So now I have to wait. And normally I would do that on the other hand. Because the waiting is boring.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the other hand. And hold this one here. Just for like 2 seconds longer. 1, 2, show me. I am just about to happy cook it. Okay, then this one we are gonna do it only on a French. Or more. Joys of doing Rashi's nails.
You say.
If it
Can
would
we
be
let it
mine, I would do it
spread?
more. So I would add something here, like this, just a wee tiny one.
Let it spread.
Let it spread. Give me the other hand. Don't cook it.
I'll keep an eye on it.
But no, I will keep an eye on it. I don't trust. I mean, I trust, but I don't trust.
Okay.
Show me. It's almost there.
Almost there. 5 seconds.
2, 1, 2. Let's cook it. Give me the other hand. Don't cook this one yet.
Sorry.
Same in here. It's ready for cooking. Cook it.
Same as?
Same as the middle finger, the ring finger.
Yeah? No?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So then, yes, let's do it same. Give me the other hand. Cook it. Now I have painted the entire nail just because I don't. The blooming gel has its thickness as well, and I don't want the jump and the natural nail. I take the other hand, hold on with this one 1 second longer. Ready? I like the side one. It's so delicate.
I can't see anything.
I take the other hand. Ready? Ready?
Oh, sorry.
So it doesn't spread too much.
So it spreads like inwards. Just like everywhere.
I take the other hand, but don't cook this one yet. Give it 1 second longer. Ready? And it's depending on the look. So sometimes, guys, I do mix my French gel with the white, because the white gel polish on its own is spreading really fast, I would say, and more see-through, while the French gel is more solid. So depending on the look I want to get, but Rashi wanted quite settled results, so that's why I choose white gel polish. I take your other hand, don't cook this one yet. Ready? Believe or not, Olivia actually did quite a cool set as well. Like, she basically painted the entire nails just the milky pink, and then she just did dots.
With
White dots. No, on its own. And it was looking so super cool. Like, lots of white
everywhere?
dots everywhere. And it was looking so cool. Like, what white dots like this. It was looking cool. And then I've got some nice gold studs. Give it half a second longer. And you need to decide what you want on it. Change. That's all, hunting. Cool. So my idea would be to go like this. Obviously even.
Do you have anything in rose gold instead of gold?
Rose gold.
Sorry, I just realized.
That you prefer the rose gold. I do have some rose gold, but
It's a cool thing.
but then this one. And we jam on the top.
What else is there in it? Can I see?
Nothing more interesting. I've got triangle shape. So we've got square, but that might be annoying because it's quite tall. To be honest, I would go with the star. This is quite nice. I love this one. So if it would be my nails, I would do it like this. I can't do it like because there is no product, but I would do it like this and then just put a wee gem inside.
I see that.
Come on, you have no other choice. We're doing this, yeah? Or you want the star? You want this or you want the star? No other
We
choices.
should pause the video now.
We should pause the video. No, it's fine. Whichever you think.
What about in the middle, like you showed me? Like you had said in the first, like this, where you have done the
Thingy, yeah.
over there,
The star.
like the balls.
The star.
No, the balls.
The balls, like this ones.
Not such big ones, tiny ones. No, like the ones that you showed me, you remember? In the picture.
The balls, the balls, the balls.
Maybe just like these tiny ones. Or they're too tiny.
They might look a bit silly. See, I can't place them. They are not gonna hold. No, I wouldn't do the balls like this. It looks silly.
Go back.
I mean, it looks like a flower. Can you see it?
Yeah. But no. No.
If I would place it like in here, it will look like a flower. Then yes, but not any other way.
Oh yeah, it actually does look.
It does look like a flower. The question is if we've got more flowers. Yes, we could have a flower in here. Oh, with Trashy always get a million ideas. So here I could have another flower.
Flowers?
But to be honest, I prefer this one.
That's like geometric. Is it looking nice?
It looks
Or
amazing.
like short nails.
They're not short. Okay, she has no choice. Her time is over.
Time to go home.
No, not go home, but we are gonna grab a base gel. You lost it! I'm telling you, she's not behaving. It's okay, don't worry, you don't have to search it. So, personally, I think Rashi, like the wee balls, look a bit silly.
We're not doing the balls.
No, we're not doing the balls. They look a bit silly.
We're back on.
And I love this one so much. Okay, I just need to tidy up my desk before we drop all of them.
Sounds like
Now I've got a base gel so I can secure it nicely.
so that it doesn't fall off.
So
when I
it
move
doesn't
my
fall
hand.
off. Grab another scoop of the base gel. Secure it, and then I'm gonna just grab a wee gem to put inside there.
I think that's moved.
It
I
did.
promise I didn't move.
You did. It's all your fault. Rashi is not behaving today.
Yeah, it's not gonna do another video with me now.
Of course I would.
Free entertainment. To everybody.
You're deconcentrating me. Perfect. Yeah?
Is it in the center? I think it's on the side.
Which side?
Yeah.
It's running this way.
Yeah. Should I put my
Because
hand
we're
like that?
spending too much time on it. That's why. Do not.
It's literally moving by itself.
Cook it. And I take the other hand. I knew it. I knew it. Oh
I
no.
think today is just not on it.
Oh no. We've got just one nail art. No, that's when you take the that's when you take the clients that's when you let the clients to take over. Do not do it, guys, too much. No, with Trashy I can, because I can say whatever I want, like, and she's not gonna feel bad about it. We've got really nice relationship in between the nail tech and the client. Change. Nice and straight, perfect.
I actually like it just like this.
Do you?
No.
It's not like, it is okay, but it's not finished. We're missing something in there, Rashi. We do really miss something in there.
Can you put another tiny bow?
Yes, I can.
Like the same one in the that you put like in the
No,
middle?
I can't. I could do it this one.
Yeah.
And then a smaller one in there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Change. We got into the agreement. Compromise is called.
Doesn't want to stick.
Not enough base gel, but I don't want to put too much base gel because change. If I put too much base gel, it is gonna just run to the side.
So are we doing it on two nails?
Of course. If I didn't drop all those nice bits and pieces, I've got one more. I actually love this piece so much.
It is nice. Dream catcher.
A dream catcher. Oh, for the dream catcher we have to do it change. I've got feathers for a dream catcher
Oh yeah, I've seen them on your fingers.
on my nails. Have you? I know, it's so pretty. Okay, let's search another one. I just need one more. I've got it here. You know what? I actually don't. Sometimes I'm thinking, like, why do I let you choose if at the end I do it just forever?
See, I am indecisive, so somebody needs to be decisive about what you want.
So you just want to see a different option, change? Perfect change. Yeah, and that's, I think, is just nice. Not over the top. Perfect crystal combination, for which we took twice too long.
Yeah. Maybe.
Change. And then just a wee tiny one at the end.
Oh, we are using them.
Yes, I can use it. Like, so it was looking silly. It was looking very silly.
That's gonna fall off my fingers.
No, it's not gonna. Have you had the caviar beads before?
Just once, I think.
Change?
Once or twice.
Did you lose them? Not the caviar beads.
Just the right hand, I think.
Change. Change. I love it. It's so delicate and so elegant. Just spot on. Change. Yay! Can you see? But can you see this is a good choice?
Yep.
Now let's apply the top coat. I done it for a reason.
Why? To see what
You didn't behave, to see if you're still paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, high shine no wipe top gel, guys. Make sure you cap the free edge. And for the metal beads, I always top coat them as well. Now I want to apply a decent amount of the top coat because the blooming gel is giving some sort of texture and I really don't like it. Sometimes I might even, like if I'm not managed to get it with the top coat, I might top coat it, buff it so slightly, like, you know, 2 moves of the file, the buffer, and then reapply the top coat because I don't want them to look too bulky. Change. I didn't apply the top coat on the fingers with the gems because we want to protect them really well, and I'm gonna apply it even thicker amount of the top coat. So Rashi did remove her hand from the lamp because of the amount I'm applying it. You might feel a tiny bit of the heat spike. Change. Okay, and now I can apply the top coat in here. I do not have to top coat my crystal, but I do top coat the gold. Everything what is gold has to be top coated. So grab my D-liner brush, top coat in there. And I'm just top coating it. Change. In the meantime, like when I've got a second, I start tidy up my desk because it feels a bit overcrowded in there. So normally I like to put this stuff away as while I am working on the client when they're cooking. But we was doing like a one at a time, so it wasn't much possibility of that. And guys, this is actually pretty important step because I have dropped my gems on the floor because my desk have been over had too much stuff over. I don't like it. I really don't like it working that way, like when there is so much stuff on my desk. Top coated. I am so glad I didn't listen to you.
I'm so glad that I didn't listen to me.
Because I love this. Change. And I know you like, this is just you.
Yep.
Like, so you.
I just said rose gold because of the...
Yeah, the rose golds, like, you love rose golds, and you suit the rose gold so much. And usually we go with, actually you suit both. But last few times you had gold.
Yeah.
So yeah, rose gold is just a perfect choice. Change. You could almost get lost on which one we have top coated, which one we didn't.
I actually don't remember.
I think I still keep a track of it.
After a long day.
Change. Yay. And then once we cook them all, I will be able to show you the final results, because is always so much different to what you see when I'm applying the top coat. When I'm applying the top coat, things looks really bad still. Sometimes I have to touch it up with the file, like once the nails are finished, make sure everything is nice and pretty. So let's do final cook and then I show you them. Bye. No, not bye yet. Change. So I take your right hand. Guys, I want to actually give you some tip as well. Obviously, Arashi is not going to feel offended because she's an amazing client. But the lesson from today's video as well is, please be nice to your clients, respect them and treat them well, listen to their needs, but do not let them take over your appointment. Yes, absolutely. Never. Because that's when the things can go wrong. I know Rash, like, first of all, you need to really know your client to be able to do so. Because imagine Rash, she loves like crazy color. I know it's not true, but that means she wouldn't be happy with the set because it would be too subtle for her. I do really know her style needs, and I know I can satisfy here, but when she starts playing with the nail art too much, that's when I don't like it.
My brain stops working.
That's when I don't like it, and I don't want to end up doing something and then taking off or making her feel disappointed, because I knew it how it will look at the end. I have done it like maybe 50 times before. Rashi never seen it before. She was really worried like if this is gonna be catchy or if this is gonna come off as well, but because we top coating it, it feels actually quite nice and smooth. So please take that into the consideration. And also another thing is like when you're doing a client, and sometimes clients brings in you an inspiration picture or something, and you feel like this actually doesn't look nice, please tell it. So depending of your relationship with the client, because I mean obviously when I'm getting someone first time, I am kind of almost more careful and even more respectful like with the client, but I would try to kind of push the conversation to what if we would do something so slightly different, and then kind of try to put the client away from that certain design and propose something different. So keep that in mind. Anyway, what I'm doing now is I'm using a baby wipe just to clean the biggest excess of the dust. I do not want to apply the cuticle oil yet on my client's nails because I do not like to do that until we wash the client hand. And then once we wash Rashi's hand, we'll apply the cuticle oil and we will take a beautiful thumbnail picture for you guys. But I hope you have really enjoyed it. You have learned something from this video, and we both sending you huge glittery hugs and looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. See, now it was bye.